Yeah, we're live.
Wow.
We did it.
Wahoo!
Yeah. So, you guys have just fought and finished killing the tree that Alton Birdsong had asked you to do. Thus, once again, cleansing the forest of the walking tree that this one got corrupted for whatever reason. Little random combat for you guys to test out some level 9 stuff. But you're heading back to Alton's house to report in. I'm not really sure, but
let him know that the deed is done.
Yep. And you also had plans to visit your father once he's off work, which in this case would be fairly soon. And past that, I'm not sure what else you guys were wanting to do in Swaywood. I know you also still wanted to go to Ellerin at the monastery. So you go back to the nice campgrounds once more and rap on the door and let yourselves in, and Alton is still there. It hasn't been that long, so he's cleaning up the lunch that he had been eating. And he sees you bloodied up, and he sees some of you taking some damage, and he goes, "Oh, well, suppose we're good then?"
Yep, mission accomplished.
Well, that's fantastic news.
What's in his pantry?
What's in his pantry?
No.
He just immediately walked
A
in and
lot
started
of,
going through his
I mean,
pantry.
it's mostly things that he had himself has scavenged in the woods abound. You see that there's a meat chest. There's on the lowest section of it, and then there's a number of nuts and berries and different stuff that he's cultivated in the area.
Okay. I'm taking something
Okay.
handful of walnuts or something.
Sure. He's got small sacks of
Yeah, almonds.
he's got small sacks of trail mix essentially.
Great.
Can't take you anywhere.
Sorry, it's hungry, dude. That's all I do. I go places. I feel like I'm owed this.
And you're still pretty wounded, right?
Me? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll do this.
Is he gonna sing you a song? Is he gonna vuvuzela you a song?
You didn't take the vuvuzela down.
Dude, then it's not. Yeah.
He is not a one-note musician.
24 points of healing.
Oh, my goodness.
But boy, is that a hell of a note.
Yeah. It's like
It's one loud
I'm
note.
like at half health now.
And he says, "Well, I really
Half
thank
health
you
now.
guys for taking care of that. Was it much of a problem, or something I could have handled? Something
You
that
could have handled that. Maybe not.
Probably not one person could have handled.
Yeah, it had.
Can I sense his level? I don't want to have power level.
No, because there's a fighter that can do that. I don't think she's the fighter that can do that.
I know.
But there is a fighter class that can do that. I think Kildrak had that.
He did.
So it's like if you talk to somebody for 1 minute, you figure out some shit about
You
it.
could do that, but only after fighting them, and then comparing them to somebody else he fought.
Just ranking him on his list.
Just arm wrestle him real quick.
Just walk up and
Level 1
punch him
is
in the
actually
face.
the bear. Actually, no, you lost to the bear. Level 20 is the bear. Level 19 is the dragon you fought.
Yeah, the bear's the strongest on the list.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is
You wrestled the bear
stronger
once.
than bear?
Never forget the bear.
No, bear won faster.
That was fast.
I didn't even get to hit the bear.
They had to hold one pretty quick.
I hit hold first.
Yeah, you kicked the shit out of him, too.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. I'm moving on. No,
So-
it was tough, but it's okay. It's solved now.
I will say you can tell by his build, he hasn't exactly fallen out of being in shape. Whether it's a leftover from when he was active, or whether it's just his line of work, or whether he maintains it. You're not really sure, but he's still somewhere between lithe and strong, that middle area. And Other than the Vuvuzela, you do see that there is a leather armor that is on like a shelf nearby. It's not like propped up as a mantelpiece or anything. It's just kind of laid out. But he still has an armor piece, and he still has his Vuvuzela. Alton says, "Well, is there anything else that I can do for you guys? I mean, frankly, you've done for me. There's not really a groundskeeper aside from myself, so if that's something that I couldn't have handled, then I appreciate it. And I understand what you mean. It does pay dividends to have people around you. Makes for easier times."
For sure.
They can be frustrating.
No, I think you answered all the questions we had before.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of anything else to ask.
Yeah, he gave us a lot of good information.
Well, I hope it was information that will remain slightly sealed.
No one will know where we heard it.
Heard what?
Maybe not quite that far, but yes.
See, I'm not actually sure if you understood what was happening before or not.
He gets it.
Okay.
Solid.
So,
Amazing.
I mean, I'm sorry, I don't have any payment or anything. I know that's
Fine.
normally in the line of work.
It's for the good of the town. It's fine.
I'll bring that tree back to life, so help me.
Shut up.
Whoa!
Yeah, we weren't.
No, we're good.
Bring that tree back to life. It was never alive. It was dead. Well, it was grand to see you all. You guys are honorary cubs, or no, you're all birds. You're honorary finches.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Felix
anytime.
a Finch Master. Or whatever.
What rank did you get to before you left?
I hit the top, so I think it's.
Was it a sparrow?
I think it was Raven.
You got a raven.
Let me double check.
Gotta look at my notes.
I got him. I got him right here.
I know. I believe
Not
it started as Finch,
that's
and it
the
gets
town
it
name.
literally gets to bigger
Yeah,
birds.
the first one is Finch. That is exactly right.
It just gets to bigger birds.
Hawk. It's Hawk.
It's hawk.
Yeah.
It couldn't be Eagle because that would be too close.
I purposefully did not pick you. Don't want any copyright issues. With my not Boy Scouts.
Man, fuck them Boy Scouts. Yeah, so honorary finches, if you ever want to come back to the grounds, I suppose I can teach you lessons. I don't know. I mean, you might be past some lessons that I have, but I'm sure that there's something you can learn. Where are you headed?
We're probably going into the Tanglewood, to the monastery in there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Been there once or twice?
My friend
Yeah,
Gotuk
I
is
used to
from
live
there.
there. Well, I guess I still live there. I just don't live there right now.
Were you the tiny bugbear I saw?
Probably.
Okay.
I lived there for a long time.
Might have been. Is Ellerin still hanging around over there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I thought at some point somebody would try to slay her. I mean, that's what people do.
I don't think they know.
But if I know, and you know, and maybe even he knows,
Oh, I know.
then probably more people than you think know.
Did you have the sword when we went to the monastery the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had the book.
Yeah, you discussed in no uncertain terms that she was a dragon. Well, I hope that goes well. if there truly is anything that I could do for you that's within my means, do let me know.
On the off chance you hear anything about where Talek is or where Holg is, and you don't kill him yourself, let us know.
I'm not sure that I would be able to kill Talek. I believe the blade is for that. And I don't have it, nor do I want it. So, good on you. Hope you find him. If Hulk shows up here, there won't be time for a message. I mean, first thing I'm doing is dismounting the weapon itself and letting it toot. But until that time,
I want to be around.
until that time, will stay on its mantle and gather dust, hopefully.
Hopefully.
This man must be in his vuvuzela, like the horn of fucking Gondor. With the fucking.
He saved the eagles for himself.
Yeah, as long as we don't end up finding a split vuvuzela tumbling down the river.
Yeah. I think we're good to go.
Okay. Well, thank you again. I truly do appreciate it.
Moving on now.
Thank you.
I'm gonna leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I think I have a spell for this.
For leaving the house?
It just opens the door and it lifts him up and he's like, goodbye, and just lives.
Uppers off.
You hear Ponce somewhere going, Norali going, fucking wizards.
Yeah.
Fucking wizards.
Nah, never mind.
Okay. Where next? What do?
Actually,
This
I'm gonna
also-
give him the. I'm sorry. I'm gonna show him the crystal spellbook,
Okay.
the one that needs a password,
Mm,
and ask
okay.
him if he's ever seen something like this before. I'm gonna tell him like I can't get it to open.
Okay.
I've seen things like this where you need to like speak a command word or speak a word, and I know this needs a command word. I didn't know if you like had any ideas.
If you want, I can sit and read to it.
Sit and read to it.
Yeah, if I say the phrase, then, or the word, I suppose it would unlock. I know a good handful of languages.
I mean, if you don't
I
mind.
don't have that much to be doing. If you want me to sit and just take a dictionary to it,
If you, yeah, I don't mind. I'll pay you for your time.
okay.
Cool. I'll.
Do you know if there's a proximity to it, or if I can just leave it near children while they're screaming and yelling about random things?
I don't know. I think would I have any knowledge about past?
What's the name of this thing again?
It's just called Crystal Spell Shard Book. Password needed. That's all you told me.
It's like a hologram book we don't know how to turn on. That's how I've been doing it a lot.
Yeah. I've been thinking it like it's a solid piece of crystal,
Mhm.
and then once I speak the word, it like the middle part turns into paper. And,
Oh,
like,
that'd be cool too.
yeah. Like right now, it's just a solid piece of like
Mm-hmm.
rock.
I'm not gonna be able to find it right now, so I'll worry about that later. But if you're willing to give it to him, then I'll
Yeah.
have him. I mean, regardless, he was seeing if he can do it. Get some of the easy stuff out of the way. But yeah, he'll take it from you and basically sit there and try to brute force this lock if you
Yeah.
want.
I'm going to drop like 30 gold on the table, like just in a little stack.
Crystal Spell Shard book.
Yeah.
Yeah, He was in the Double Dragon Horde.
Yeah. I'll tell him where I found it, and like what dragons were guarding it, and it was part of a horde. And
I see. I found it. You do know that you do have to like literally hold it while you
Okay. I tell
say
him.
the different words. Yeah.
I'll tell him you have to focus on it or something. And then I'm good to go.
Okay.
I'm good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm good.
On the way out,
What's your next?
because he's supposed to be dead, I'm gonna use Divine Sense to see if he's really dead.
I think you had done that before you left.
Did I? I
Yeah,
one
'cause I
use of
remember doing
Divine
the-
Sense.
I do remember having done the bit where I'm like, "What's the distance?" and you looked it up. So I think you had already done
Okay,
it.
yeah, it's like I used it once. I'm like, it might have been from that. It might have been from something else. There's a lot of fishy people around here.
You can use it again if you'd like to.
Yeah, it was either him or maybe Ichiro. I don't know.
He did not do that. Next
I
time.
did not do
Oh,
that
right.
there.
That's right. You did. You just made your assumptions. So yeah, I must have.
Yep. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you did. 'Cause I do
think it was
remember
him.
like.
Now that you say it, I was just. It tracks.
Fair.
And we still have several days before the Duke's gonna get here, right?
Assumedly.
You have
Didn't we
a
like
day and a half of travel worth.
Yeah.
If he's hurried, he might be able to get there in the evening on the first day or the early morning of the first day. So, yes, he is traveling by carriage though, so he's not.
What's the plan again? Are we just gonna ask him if he's a dragon? Like you're gonna sense it, or we just outright ask him?
I think our plan is to just tell him all the things.
Yeah.
And then be like, all right, how do we use this to our advantage?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Felix,
Sure. If the Duke's willing to help us set a trap, I think that would be for the best. Because as far as our research has come up, we're pretty sure he's not a dragon.
yeah,
Pretty sure it's just a name that has gotten a little out of hand. A
I
moniker.
agree.
That's the word I want.
yeah. Okay, sounds easy to me. Out of game, what do we want to do? Do we want to like fast forward a day, or can we? Or did you have any other things you needed to do?
No.
There was talk to Felix's dad,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
End of day stuff.
and then go to the monastery just to let him know, hey, we're gonna be doing some stuff. Let him know about the situation with the Duke and the war and all that, and just go, hey, we might try to set up a trap and like end this thing. If we do, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say we can do a bit of that easy conversation. Ellerin will let you know she is unaware of the Duke being a dragon, and she feels she would be, and she's unaware that there is any dragon residing in Commonwealth. Additionally, I'm assuming you guys had told had told her or will tell her that Dude controls dragons.
Yes.
I
I was gonna lay out the whole thing.
She is woefully unprepared for that, to the point where it's absolutely new information there. There's not been somebody who can just control, like, there's dominate beast, right, or dominate creature, but there's not, like, the snap decision of dragons only are mine kind of thing.
That's what works on a dragon.
Dominate creature would work on anything. It's
good.
Everything is a creature. So yeah, you can cast dominate creature on anything.
That's
That didn't appear to be what he had done.
Right, yeah,
but
yeah.
Yes, it
wasn't a spell.
would and should work across the board. She will also let you
Expect
know
only gives.
that
Thank you.
if you need her to go pick up the Duke, but that's if you're okay with raising the alarm bells that dragons are abound. As it sounds a little bit more important than necessarily the privacy of my abode, since it's only in the middle of between Commonwealth and Swaywood. It's not a far flight.
No, the Duke will travel here. That's fine. Mostly just kind of letting you know what's going on, because you're the only dragon we know in this area, and we don't know where we're going to try to set up a thing with Larkin, or if we're going to set one up at all, but I think we're probably going to try to do it away from here.
Well, if you can control dragons, I would absolutely prefer it to be away from here.
And we also don't know if it's all dragons or just some dragons. We have reason to believe it's just some dragons, but not concrete evidence of that. But we're hoping that at the end of this, there will be no more Larkin and no more controlling of dragons. So,
Is there anything else you guys would like to speak about with Elrin?
if somebody named Hold, or if Atticune comes here looking for the book, kill them.
If anybody comes here looking for the book, it's probably going to be kill them as the first response, if they know that I have it.
They, as far as I'm aware, they don't know that you have it. We did not tell them. But Atticune has a lot of resources, being the head of the Otura, so there's a high chance that he knows a lot of things that most people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't seem too interested in making sure he had the books now. He was like, as long as I know where it is, I will get it when I need it. Keep an eye out for him. I'll give her a description of what he looks like, because I don't know if everybody knows who Atticune is. Like, I assume most people have never seen the current Atticune in his form.
I would say that's probably true in general. Okay.
And a description of Holg. If you see him, even if he doesn't ask for the book, just kill him anyway.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a rematch, but yeah. If it's more important, I'll put my rematch aside.
I guess
Okay.
also if like a dwarven asshole comes by, you just
You're
have to keep
gonna
him on
have
the
to be more specific than that, because there's probably a lot more dwarves that are assholes.
There's
than
one named Talik that kind of has been coming around, and just keep him on the brink of death. He won't actually die, but brink of death is good.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. No problem. All good. So, you guys wind down the rest of the day until it's time to once again visit the Swaymaster estate, which again is not really an estate so much as it is a nice put together home.
With generational housing.
Yep. And you see that as you're coming back from the monastery, he is. Yeah, you do know that he's already inside. It's not something that is going to upset him that you guys have come like now rather than waited for him.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk in, Greta is talking with him about you guys being in town. Saying that the one with the hat looks a lot like him, and describing the blue man, and saying that she fell asleep reading a book for the first time ever. And he's just so they're getting ready for dinner, so he's sitting at the table waiting for dinner while they're preparing things to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very traditional home.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do when you walk in, Felix? The rest of the party as well, but...
I stand there awkwardly in the doorway looking at Felix.
Yeah, you guys can come in. I live here. It's fine. We're back.
Well, welcome back.
Hey, Pa.
How goes it, Felix?
It goes all right.
It's good, good.
how to go at the docks today?
Do you really want to know?
Well, I mean, I want to know you had a good day.
It was an okay day. It was a day of work, an honest day's work. It's always good to know, or it's always good to have. I think it would be easier with an apprentice.
Ooh. Damn, man.
This
I'm just gonna sip whatever I'm drinking.
Can I get some tea?
I think you were just served some.
But if
Are we drinking tea? Can we say we're drinking tea?
Sure.
We're drinking tea.
Sure.
We're drinking tea. We're drinking tea. And I'll like warm your tea with President tea or something.
Sure.
Like, warm it. And he says
But
that.
it's okay
We're just like
if,
cats.
if your journeys, what did we call it? Excursions?
Yeah.
Okay, if they're
On the bounce.
gonna bring in the, I don't know what it does. What does it do?
Hold on. Bring in the what? Talking about us?
No, he's not talking about you.
It's talking about making an honest living. Please stop.
He's talking about providing for your
Talking
family.
about us?
Oh,
We talking about us?
Girl!
I think we look pretty good, covered in like pine needles and shit from the fighting of the dead tree. And...
I assume we could have cleaned
So
it
yeah,
up.
I look just like Felix, so I'm sure he's not talking
Oh,
about
I'm
me.
not cleaning up. I'm not cleaning up.
I definitely would have.
I feel like he would look at you
blood
and be
off of
like,
me.
Who's your mom?
I mean, it's been a lot's gone on. I've been kind of all over the place. Just got to see a lot of cool stuff and meet a lot of interesting people and made all these great friends.
How's the retirement there?
The retirement? Well, I mean, I've earned quite a bit of money. So that's
The docks
good
does have
in the long run. I suppose.
4% match.
6-pack of Tall Boys has a pretty great Roth IRA plan. We have our
Highly
pension.
competitive.
There's no
Highly sought
denying
after
we go
pension.
without money for a long time and then we just get a huge chunk.
You would not believe
The
our
docs
self-help
are
package.
statistically more steady. I can't argue with that.
We have dental.
Absolutely.
You get paid
You-
regularly.
You have dental out the mouth.
we don't have dental. It's like you gotta pay for your own dental, but
We have a buy-up. We have a free and a buy-up.
Buy it.
I don't know how much of this bullshit is getting to your dad, but I'll be like, we have a pretty good pension plan. We have-
I mean, I got some money to put away for savings, of course, and I got you guys a bunch of souvenirs from some of the places we've been.
On the excursions?
Yes. Our
Okay.
excursions.
Is it like the Scouts?
Yeah, it's like the Scouts.
Who's the leader?
T.
Who's
the leader?
Felix the leader.
Who's the leader?
that's a difficult question.
Yeah,
No,
this is the only time that I get to ask that question as a DM and have to be like, I expect you to answer.
No. Felix, you should tell your dad who the leader is. You should really tell your dad who the leader is.
I mean, I try to do my best to lead the group, but everyone's got their own opinions and things.
Dodge the question. I was hoping you'd say like, never mind.
Yeah. I try to make sure we're on the straight and narrow.
So, like, what, you've been to Commonwealth and, like, Rowan Basin?
Not to Commonwealth yet. We went to Rowan Basin.
That's
Flashpoint.
pretty far. Flashpoint's okay.
Mm-hmm. We went to Bilge
Good people
Trap.
out
That
there.
was a
Bilge
different-
Trap. Felix.
I know.
Dawnscape was real cool though.
it's like Dawnscape was awesome.
Dawnscape was cool.
Actually, Dawnscape was not awesome.
What
it kind
were
of
you
sucked.
in Dawnscape for?
Fellfield.
It's a story. It's a story about a man with a sword.
We were in Cyroth.
My
Felix, that's too far.
yeah. I mean, I agree. We came back.
even told him about Acheron.
I heard you. I'm here. This is my home. I'm sitting
I
here.
already said it. I couldn't message
Small-
it to your ass.
small
I didn't.
table.
I'm sorry.
You never do.
I
It's
couldn't.
okay.
Why start now?
Let's start now. Yeah, we've
What-
been a couple
Motolo,
places in the Imperium too.
Kadai.
So when you're going to all these places, are you, like, trying to meet entrepreneurs for the... what do you do?
in my mind, what lies have you told your dad? I want to know so much.
Frankly,
Keep going.
I have no idea how you answer this question.
I'm having such a good
What
time.
did he do?
What do you do?
Wow.
What a great question.
Accuse base name of being a dragon. Usually be right.
Well, you know, when I left, I was part of that guard caravan, and someone who was in the procession has been kidnapped, and we've been trying to work with some people to get help save her and get her home. That's
You know
kind
who's
of been our
probably
main
on
goal.
that? It's the authorities are probably taking care of that one.
I don't think so.
Well, it hasn't been reported.
It's been reported.
Well, then they're on it. I mean, these
I
things
don't-
take time.
I don't think.
I mean, you know the Viscount, of course. Who?
I-
mean,
Sure, I know him.
I'm just
I
trying
mean,
to
you
think
know
of
what
like
I mean.
Joe Schmo guard.
Taxes the shit out of me.
He does. It was his kid.
Oh. That's why we don't have any fucking money? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Sorry.
He's you know.
Did you
kind
apologize to me?
He's apologizing for his language.
Yeah, he's a little
Did you
rough
just
about it.
apologize to...
To me?
We're currently, I think we're getting close to solving that problem. And hopefully when she comes home, things get straightened out around here. In
They
terms
balanced the books for him.
of the
we got-
Viscount.
Can I get some more tea?
We got him a little caught up.
I'll pour you some tea. Yeah. Need some tea.
No, I'm good.
You're having tea. I pour you some
Okay. Thank you.
But you know, we just try to
I
help
pour you
people
some
where
tea.
we end up. And
tea. I pour you some tea.
I don't mean to come off super harsh. It's very, very nice to see you, Felix. I'm sorry.
no, it's fine, Pa. I get
I'm-
it. I know.
Stressed with work.
Yeah.
I got this new guy,
I know.
Clyde.
Don't you share?
He just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Like, I've told him the same things over and over again, and he just doesn't do anything. He just, like,
You can't tie the
can you
knots,
write
or-
something down or something? Like, I don't...
Oh.
Boy, do I understand that.
Boy, do we not. We understand not getting it. Like,
It'd be...
am I right? I'm fucking
No,
right.
that was
Okay.
perfect. 10 out of 10.
I would very much like to have had somebody that understands how to take direction. And frankly, I had them, and excursions are happening. So,
Oh, really?
Well, I'll tell you
So
what,
now I'm with
Felix
Clyde.
is not very good at taking direction.
I'm with... He's not?
He's not.
When did that happen?
Probably while excursioning.
While he left the house, probably.
Probably.
You're right.
That's pretty bold.
You're grounded.
From you.
I give the best instructions and you don't listen to them.
Okay, pump the brakes. No, you fucking don't. Calm down. Your
Even
tea
a
is now
couch can't
cold.
go along with that.
Your tea is now cold. I can't have that.
You
table.
suck the heat from it. Give me that heat.
I can do that.
You can.
It's lukewarm now.
No.
No, it's cold.
We're doing what we can. We're working with the authorities where we end up. Everything's fine.
You should tell them how we
Name
work
5
about the
authorities.
Name 5 of them.
I'm kidding.
Let me name some cops in towns you've never been to.
Yeah, we didn't
It's
find
like,
any
you're a
authorities
cop,
in Akron.
name 5 laws.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we did. We met the boatman. I would say he is an authority figure.
The boatman.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I'm the boatman.
Yeah, yeah.
You're the boatman here.
No, you're Swaymaster. He's boatman.
Yeah.
Who do you think the boatman talks to when they want to fucking dock?
Where do you think you go when you fucking die?
Well, it depends.
What the fuck?
Bro!
I would like to imagine that Didal has a time and a place for that, and he will come.
0 to
collect.
60.
Oh, I forgot. He's religious. Damn it. As soon as he says a deity, I'm like, I'm out.
Ah, damn it!
Damn.
Never forget
Fucking
Felix was a
wizards.
peasant with
Fucking
aspirations.
deities.
I was like,
Okay.
I don't know, Batoop, do you know where you go when you die? You've died so many times.
I haven't died yet.
Died? He's just
No
knocked
one's
out.
died.
He
died.
was pretty dead.
I think you're the one that's close to death.
I
Close
just go to sleep for.
He has
6
a
to
heart
18
condition.
seconds.
So
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah.
we would need. Actually, it's more of a head issue now that we're worried about.
But I
Yeah.
can't say bless his head. That's weird.
I agree, but he might have CTE. Falls unconscious a
Let
lot.
us go.
So
That's
Here,
really
this one was
It
from the
can't not.
bear, and this one was from
Yeah.
this half orc guy.
passed out. You know it's really not good.
It's like this is the dragon.
This
so
is the first dragon. This is the second dragon.
Really not good for you.
when
This is just a fish.
how long do I have to entertain Clyde?
I mean, I plan on coming home.
Is
Clyde
that
can't
like,
be that bad. Like,
do you want to come to work tomorrow?
no, I'm already
All right,
employed.
well-
That'd be a conflict of interest with my current employer.
The boatman.
Breaks his NDA.
That breaks a
That's
lot
true,
of
yeah.
rules.
Who's your current employer?
My current employer, 6-pack of tall boys.
Sound like a nice.
Go on.
Come on.
Sound like a nice.
Come on.
Not-
Nice
Can't
what?
stop there.
You asshole!
Wouldn't be
Nice
the first
what?
house I've burned down.
Nice what?
just nice, you know. It's 6-pack of tall boys. Is I'm sure a reputable. Is that where you work? Is that a bar?
Yes.
No.
No.
But we set the
it's
bar.
It's a group.
It's a group.
Yeah.
Well, like Judas Priest.
We're getting there.
Oh.
Yes, kind of like Judas Priest.
Oh, Lord.
Judas Priest could have been a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He doesn't play any. You don't, Felix. You don't. You can't keep
No, I can't.
time. I mean,
We all know I can't. I have no rhythm.
Felix, do you not know how a clock works?
I can. Yes, I know how clock works. That doesn't mean I can sing or dance or play an instrument.
But he said you can't keep time.
Okay.
really, the fastest sap in the room. Really coming down that tree.
So speaking of trees, we just dealt with a tree over in the forest.
That's what you're doing, and you don't want to work at the dock.
Well, that was just because somebody needed help with it. Like it was a moving.
I need help.
tree
Help me.
With arms.
Do you want to work?
Help.
Clyde is awful.
just give him time.
It's been 3 months.
3 months. Find
Felix, how
somebody
long have
new.
you been gone? It's like we've only known you a month.
He's been off being a guard.
Yeah, I've
Ooh,
been
he's
gone from home for like a
expanded his resume.
month. When we all met, I had left town like a few days ago.
So I guess we're a little bit over a month at this point. We've been saying a month for about 3 weeks.
That's all starting to blur together.
No, he is
Fantasy
talking about
time,
he's been
right?
working with Clyde because
Yeah.
Felix had been a guard, not
Yeah.
a dock worker.
Yeah.
There's
I
got to
haven't
be
been
more
home
people
for
in
like
town
a
that
month,
can help
but I
you.
haven't been helping out at the docks for
Like,
several years
Waymaster
longer than that.
is
Yes.
our last name.
I know.
I'd
But,
like to remain a Swaymaster in death.
No, I mean, like, just for now, there's got to be somebody better than Clyde that can help you from town.
I wish that there were. Truly, I
Are
do.
The options that thin.
My bar is high.
Can you lower the bar?
Why would I?
Man, you are.
Okay.
I mean, you hired Clyde, so.
I didn't hire him. The city gave him to me.
Yeah,
Thanks, no Raleigh.
That's how it works.
Oh.
Usually, children fall in their family's lineage in terms of jobs around here.
Okay.
So
So there's not much crossing of.
there can be.
And then
If
there's
someone's
Clyde.
willing to vouch for you, you can get into other industries.
He was a tailor before. Do you think tailors know about economics and supply and demand of the global economy? I don't think they do.
Probably.
Do you think they know how when we are loading a boat, how to even get the counterbalance such that the counterweight of the boat will sink underneath, so that when we get rid of the water out of the boat, it will actually be buoyant still? No, he doesn't. There's no physics to this that this man can understand. Pass the butter.
404 Dan not found.
Fastest with giant long arms. You guys are at the heads of the table.
Yeah, they pass it across the table.
Across everyone's plate.
Wow.
No, he doesn't understand shipping. He doesn't understand freighting. He doesn't understand loading or unloading. Somebody does.
I assume.
It's me. I do.
Oh, and
And I would teach that to Felix.
oh, you would. He doesn't know that already.
I'm sure that he does, actually. It's in his blood.
Ah.
I did work on the docks a lot as a kid.
I was gonna say I've seen a lot of Felix's blood, and I didn't see any of it in there.
It would be nice if his blood was spilled on the docks a little bit. Put some blood, sweat, and tears into that dock.
Bro, what the?
Fight on the dock.
Sometimes fights happen on the dock.
You get to scrap on the dock?
Sometimes.
We never get to scrap on the
Catch
farm.
me outside.
It's been a while since we had a good scrap.
I can go for a scrap.
I go for scrap.
It's
Not a treat,
okay.
eh?
Felix, once you're done, what did I say before?
I don't even remember.
Excursioning?
Excursioning,
yeah.
adventuring.
Adventuring?
Oh,
Is that the word?
he's a hero. He is literally a hero.
To who?
Me.
Do you also want to work at the dock? That way he stays here, maybe?
No, I don't have the. I flex my arm. I don't have the. No.
Sure, you're great with numbers or something. Talk to the customers. Be a sales rep. I don't care. Just
You do have the embodiment of math itself.
You have magic that needs doing. I really don't want any math. Like Atosh is smart.
Sure,
He's
I
like,
can-
I don't fucking care.
I can take the magic. Sure, if that'll. Are you done after that? If
Do you
he's
want
here?
to leave him math to work on the dock?
I don't think a little prism is gonna. No, it's my math.
Once we sort a
One.
few things out, I mean, I intend to come home.
I don't know how to say better than a lot of people have good intents that don't come to fruition. Just make sure that your priorities remain family, and we'll always be here. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
You're always welcome here. I hope you do come back. And it's not Clyde. Frankly, I mean, as long as it's not him, it's kind of a non-issue for me.
That's fair,
That's just who the
honestly.
state has put there, and
So if we could get them to switch out Clyde for somebody else, would that help?
it'll just be as long as it's not that person. I don't think it's really just as long as it's Felix. Okay, I'll say it.
I know.
I'm gonna message you. You don't have any siblings?
We're literally at the
kinda
table
point
with
at my
one of your
sister.
siblings. One of
I
your
know.
siblings.
No, I mean,
Siblings.
okay. What's wrong with him?
Greta?
No, I did not say that.
I can message back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she also picked a different profession.
Oh, scandalous!
Yeah, she's training to be an illuminator. They illustrate manuscripts. Oh, sick.
I knew that deep in my subconscious. I
Yeah,
knew
that's
that.
why I've been gathering all of these pigments
Oh hell yeah, that's cool.
in my souvenir box.
Ammo cross it souvenirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ammo, who needs it?
Yeah, who needs that?
I got like 100 gold worth of pigments.
Is there anything else you would like to accomplish at the
A
abode?
nice family montage of handing out souvenirs.
Yeah.
I can empty my souvenir
There's
box.
there's a lot of interest from both Greta and Pearl. There's a lot of
I got a
feigning
bunch
to
of
not be
pigments.
interested from Rud.
I got a bunch of pigments. I got a commemorative shot glass, a commemorative coin, a magic fishing lure, a blue gilded dress, some sapphire bracelets, a pearl bracelet, the magic quill that like never ran out of ink, and some of those silk robes we got when we were in Keyleth or whatever it was called. I'm close.
Syra?
Syra.
Keyleth is a character. In
It is. I was wrong. We got there.
So, a lot of gifts end up in your sister's hands, and
Yep.
she's very happy about it. Your mom is happy with everything given to her, and I think your dad is like taking the fishing pole, the shot glass, and the coin.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
And
"Least I-
he can
le-
have the quill too.
Yeah, Nah, it goes to Greta.
Okay.
He was gonna take the quill, and Greta's like,
I would help him with work. Then you
It
didn't
would
have to
help
carry
her-
it. You
her
wouldn't have to
as
carry a inkwell around.
true.
Yeah,
They say that they will share.
But like, I get it. I know Greta would totally just take it.
Okay.
Cool. Let's all bunker down and have a sleepover at my house.
It is cramped.
Yep.
There's
Nice.
enough room, I suppose.
If there's enough floor space.
Yep, and frankly, there's barely enough of that. It's a lot of people in a small house.
Mm-hmm.
But you get a night's sleep. You do take a long rest. Unless you have anything that you'd like to do during the day, tonight is when the Duke will arrive with people, and we can go from there.
We are all absurdly wealthy to be sleeping on Felix's floor.
Listen, my mom would be so upset if we did not stay here.
I'm not mad about it.
She would feel like a bad hostess if you guys didn't stay, and I certainly can't leave.
There was far too much food on the table, and it was like the very Italian. There's food refills coming
Mm-hmm.
while you're eating, and you're like, please stop eating. I'm trying to eat it all so I don't feel rude. And they just keep lopping it up onto the bowls. Very, very trying to make sure that everyone's needs are met from her. That said, it's a nice dinner. It's a nice night. A little bit cold. There's not quite enough blankets to go for everybody, but good night's rest. You wake up the next morning feeling refreshed, ready to take on the world.
What's for breakfast?
Probably too much.
Once again, too much. Too much bacon, too much eggs.
Love it.
All the bacon
A
eggs
perpetual, like,
Yeah, all the bacon.
it is quite literally all the eggs they have. It's also, there's never enough toast being made because they're not fast enough with it. But she's trying her best, and it is a nice, hearty breakfast. Bit of hash browns, once again, very like traditional, lower middle class, economy type meals.
Alright.
Do you guys have anything
kind of
else?
rest was
Or
What
It was
kind
a long
of
rest.
rest was it?
Long rest. You gotta roll for a good day. Or bad
It's
day.
now a bad day.
Bad day. Uh-oh.
Just in time.
Let's fight something. I gotta quit for you.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah,
Is that a
brother.
19? Is that what
Fight
that means?
something.
Do we
Is
still
it
keep
20
the
as a crit for Dan?
Do we still keep the 10 points?
He gives it out daily.
Yeah, every time we take a long or short rest.
So it is 13.
Yep.
Is there anything you'd like to do, or am I going to the Duke show?
Fast forward
That was the fast
noises.
forward. That was the fast forward noise.
I don't know. I don't think there's
No, I think that's good.
anything else really pressing.
Okay. So, it is firmly into the evening when the Duke arrives. He is traveling with 6 other people. They all look to be some of the higher ranking guards in the city of Commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
But they're, for what it's worth, just regular guards. He, however, you did see do a little bit of battle when on the first day you guys all met. He knows how to hold himself. He is dressed in a way that does not present as a duke. He is trying to remain under the radar as much as he can. The city doesn't come and like be like, oh shit, the duke's here, and like everybody puts on their best clothes and tries to meet him and stuff like that. He travels very light. They're all traveling on horses. There's no carriage. They have their sacks on the backs of the horses. And I'll say you meet them not necessarily in Swaywood. I'm sorry, in the forest near Swaywood, but about to be on the outskirts of the city as well. And he says, "Are you the ones who summoned me? I assume so."
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is in fact us.
It was me, actually.
Fantastic. So, where is he?
Big breath. Who wants to tell a story?
I'll run through the whole thing, starting with the library and all of that stuff about how we even met Larkin in the first place. And then
You include the fact that you broke into the library and all that? Or do you kind of gloss over
We
that?
didn't break into the library.
The library was open.
Broke into the upper floors, but we were in.
I'm
the
just
library.
I'm asking, are you including your own criminal activity?
yeah, there were
Fuck
crimes
it.
in another state. We don't care.
Okay. Yes.
There's no crimes here.
Well,
That's not there.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking because he's trying to take you guys in as a troop. So
Yeah.
Am I getting the vibe that he is a dragon?
the sword is silent.
The sword is silent.
You're not sure if it's out of spite
That's fair.
or if he's not a dragon.
So you run through everything.
Yeah, I'll say we were there to accomplish a goal, which was to rescue the Viscount's daughter. That's what we were there for.
I'm sorry. Norali is also there. He's ready to fucking throw down.
So when we began to start making our plans to figure out where she was and how to get her out of there, that's when we bumped into Atkune, who was there with his own plans, and our options were kill him where he is, get on board with his plan, kind of, and then betray him later, or just leave before all things happen.
Just leave.
So we went with option 2, and we were like gonna go along with his plan, and then like betray him in the moment because he's bad and awful and terrible. And then that didn't quite go as we wanted it to, and then Larkin showed up, and we convinced Mergizo that we were his allies, and Mergizo's not really a bad dragon. He's controlled by Larkin, so while he is the one who took the daughter from the carriage, like he didn't have a choice. He feels bad. He just likes to read books. But Larkin said basically he's going to come here and start a war. That's happening. He's using the invasion as justification, even though it had nothing to do with people of Commonwealth. It was the Otura and I guess technically us. But the Otura were going to do it whether we were there or not. As the justification for it and saying it was Commonwealth that did it. Or it was spies from the other nation that did it, and then marched through Commonwealth on the way there. But then he was also like, I want more dragons under my control. I think the Duke's a dragon. So if you can make a deal for us to meet up, we'll exchange, his daughter for the Duke, but only if he's a dragon. So he thinks you're a dragon, and if you are a dragon, he can control you.
The whole time just staring at Farmer Dan,
And
trying to see how he was reacting to the dude.
if you're not a dragon, he can't control you. But I'm pretty sure he's still not going to let her go like he said he would. I think he's going to betray us. So it's also a good opportunity to just kill the dude who wants to steamroll your country. I assume he's going to have some entourage with him when he comes to meet us, but
Okay.
I imagine it's not going to be like a whole army.
And so you're meeting him where?
We can just pick a spot, basically. We told him we'd
Oh.
let him know where and when,
Why did I come all the way over here then?
so we could like talk about this in person and not like
And you didn't come
with
to
a
me?
letter.
It uses a lot of magic. No, we didn't come to you.
Would have been nice.
Sorry, but there's reasons.
Fascinating.
Reasons
yeah.
that have to do with
Didn't
wizards.
fucking ask.
Yeah, there's.
Lost over it.
Well, I mean, I'm treating this as he just sat there through like a 25-minute essentially a deposition
Yeah.
where like he's just like, all right, cool, and you didn't come to me, and
Nope.
you guys were like, no, and he's like, amazing.
Yeah, it's
Really, really great plan here.
We've got some enemies in Commonwealth.
Okay. Now I'm more inclined to ask.
Inclined to ask what?
I'm in Commonwealth.
Yes.
You have enemies in Commonwealth.
You are not our enemy.
I'd assume not. because I don't think you would just come and have a nice daylight talk with me about what with the war going on. So, what? Let him know. What do you want?
Did you mention to him out of game? Did you mention to him that Larkin thinks you're a dragon?
Yes.
Okay, so that's like in the open.
Yeah. And so Larkin told us that if you're not a dragon, he'll just give us the Viscount's daughter.
And
I
you
think
believe
he's
him?
lying.
Oh.
No,
But-
yeah, that's the.
He's
He's really, really sure you're a dragon. Now we've met.
Still staring
Nobody's
at
gonna
Farmer
fucking
Dan.
stop me. Now we've met many dragons before, and a lot of the times they present like you. You're just a fucking dude, and then all of a sudden they're a dragon. So if you're a dragon, just fucking. Because we want to get the
You're a
daughter
dragon,
back.
you have to tell us.
We
what
don't.
You
No,
legally have to tell us.
no take backs. we want to get. We want to get the daughter back. We don't want to give you up if you are a dragon. That just gives him another dragon to command. If you are a dragon, maybe we'll do like the old switcheroo where we have somebody who's not you dress up as you and try and trick him, and then he's like, "Oh, he's not a dragon. See if we can get the daughter back." But if you aren't a dragon, then it's like, "Okay, hey, Larkin, he's not a dragon. Give us the daughter." And see what goes on from there. So if you are a dragon, just, I don't know, fucking blink twice. I don't like.
Not a dragon. What? So
Totally have me convinced.
here's the question that I have then. If we meet this man and I'm there and he's there, why wouldn't he just... So your plan is to assassinate the nation's leader. Why would his plan not be assassinate the nation's duke?
That's probably why I'd just be like, hey, go away. We'll just tell him you're here. He shows up. We ambush him.
But then why am I here? If you could have just lied to him...
Well, I think that you got us to protect you.
No, he doesn't need to be here. He doesn't need to be here.
Well, I think that just ambushing, like, if we were gonna just ambush him, we wouldn't have called him, but we called him because that was a bad plan. I was told that was a bad idea.
To call Larkin.
Yeah, I was told that was a bad idea.
to just try to jump in with us, yeah, it's probably a bad
Oh,
idea.
yeah,
So-
probably just a bad idea.
So we're going to him? I'm confused as to the plan now.
So it would be to go somewhere that's not here, and not Commonwealth, and not where he is, somewhere more central,
I
like
look at the
halfway
map.
between.
You must understand Commonwealth is the most secure location that I have.
Yes.
But there are people
But not
there.
there.
But
Not
there's
So
it's bad.
do you understand how
It's
this
bad.
this more seems like you're working for Larkin than it does
I do.
anything else?
But we're
do you
not.
see how that looks? Do you
Yes.
see?
If we were looking
you're
for
asking
Larkin,
the
we would
Duke
have
of the
already
Nation
jumped
to-
you by now. Fuck.
Sure, I suppose. I'm just saying, hey, let's go out where no one can see us, and then we're gonna fight Larkin. But you just replace Larkin with...
Like, I don't know. I think.
yeah, you have to see where I'm coming from, at least a little
yes,
bit.
I do, but I think
Um,
if we call him to Commonwealth, he's probably not going to go there because it's Commonwealth.
Assuredly not.
It's a big word.
So it has to be a spot that's like a neutral location that doesn't
Okay,
really
well,
belong
tell
to
him...
us.
You guys have a map, so he says, let's meet him up here. Right in the middle.
Okay.
You really want to go in the middle of nowhere and handle this business?
Where does he point to? Is it just like
He's literally
like a mound.
smack dab in the middle of all of Great Bay.
It says. That's a town. Subterm?
No, it's not.
What's it say?
Soft Iron.
Soft Iron. We're gonna go to Soft Iron.
It's not a town.
I know. There's probably people.
There was a mining camp there. There's no longer a mining camp there.
Northern Route.
The former mining camp of soft iron.
I mean, it's on a map for sure. If we say meet us in, if you wanted a neutral location, center of Great Bay sounds like a pretty decent neutral location. How is he getting there?
We don't know.
Probably
He's
via
got magic and
dragon.
dragons.
Okay, maybe we don't meet there. Maybe we move it because dragons flying across all of Great Bay to meet with me sounds like a nightmare.
Why do you say that? Because you're a dragon?
Dragons. I was there when you were.
They're pretty easy.
I'm kind of confused. So,
Dude, I'm just trying to get the Viscount's daughter! Okay, now hold on. Let's hear the man out here for a second.
where would you propose it be?
You say that Commonwealth is the safest place for you.
For me,
Yeah, for you. That's why I said.
But Commonwealth isn't going to work because he will never go to Commonwealth.
Well, I don't know about that.
I
Just fucking ask him.
why would he?
I don't know.
That
When
would
there's
be-
like a conclave of mages there that are like the most powerful thing in the land.
Yeah, I don't know why Larkin would go to Commonwealth.
Does that make sense?
sure, I understand. But also, where would you like to meet him? Or does it even matter?
Do we want to go
Do we
outside
even
Rowan
get to
Basin?
dictate?
It's weird. Larkin just kind of said, "Just tell me where you want to meet," and then he left. Like it seemed like he had the ability to kind of go anywhere and be anywhere he wanted.
Well, that
Very
can't be
casually,
So,
like, into enemy
you're
territory.
telling me
Which
he
also
thinks I'm a
we kinda
dragon.
do as well.
Yes.
You're telling me he thinks I'm a dragon
Correct.
and that he can control me,
Yes.
and that he can travel anywhere at any time.
Including into open enemy territory.
And if I'm a dragon and he can control me, and he can show up, no, he can't do that. That doesn't make any sense. Because if he had that ability, he would have just shown up, and then if I'm a dragon, then he controls me, and I'm not a dragon, so nothing happens, and then he just
Well, because you're
point
in
at each other and
you're in Commonwealth, right? Well, you were in Commonwealth, and if he's not going to go to Commonwealth, he's not going to
What is
Can-
this?
go see you.
It looks like bottled water. Border water.
Border witch.
Oh, border watch.
watch.
Maybe somewhere like over here.
So I suppose the question once again becomes, why the hell did I come this way to meet him east of the city?
We just wanted to meet
We,
you.
we wanted to talk it out somewhere that wasn't Commonwealth.
Amazing.
To
be fair,
It's
I didn't-
really because we
Good
can't
point.
go
Just-
into Commonwealth.
this-
It's really because we can't go into Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, okay, this plan is becoming less and less clear to me as we go. So, why don't
I know, right?
can just let him know I'm here? I don't know. What do you want to do?
Maybe I
This
guess
i-
we were also fishing for help. Maybe like
I brought myself and help. I don't know. I didn't know that we were gonna start
How much help is with him?
six guards.
6 dudes.
Six
dudes.
guards. You have
That's too
6
many
guards.
dudes.
6 guards. Him and Nerali. So if
I
you're
would
talking
say,
about
like, over here,
zoom
on
fast cloud mode, you can bring the Duke, the Viscount, and 2 guards.
Yeah, that's 4 too many dudes.
I mean, you could
Do we
fly
even
some
know-
of them over there, and sleep, and then fly back. Or fly back and then sleep, and then get the rest.
I mean, we could
Love it.
turn them into clouds.
Do that.
They can fly. We don't have to go with them.
And then we sleep, and then we fly next day. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to go with them. It's not like I have to pilot this plane.
I think somewhere
like
like right
flying.
here where it's close to the border, so like they could just go over the water there, and like it's northeast of Bilgetrap, which nobody really cares about Bilgetrap. It's about as neutral of a location as it gets.
Okay, ask him to meet us there. How long will it take to get there?
We can get 10 people there in a couple hours.
Amazing.
And then the rest will be there tomorrow.
Okay. So we say meet us there tomorrow.
Yeah. And then he shows up,
Well, yes.
Sees you're not a dragon.
and then we get Viscount's daughter back. And if he won't give him to us, then we kill him.
Okay. I'm just gaming everything out here. What if he comes in and doesn't have her?
Then we kill him.
We leave.
I don't think we can just walk away.
I'm pretty good at walking away. If I want to. I just never want to.
Situation.
Unless there's a dragon.
Unless there's a dragon. I can walk away whenever I want to. I just haven't wanted to.
So if he shows up without Viscount's daughter, we can either just walk away, or we can just kill him and then hopefully find the Viscount's daughter ourselves.
So the plan, the plan is to assassinate.
That's
if he
not
comes-
the plan. That's
If he comes light enough in
Plan-
Don't
plan
lie,
2C.
Farmer Dan. That is basically the plan.
Plan
it's
2C.
that's not the plan. It's
We'll-
a plan.
we'll have
The
to
plan
evaluate.
has just been trying to figure out where we're going to try to beat up this guy. That's been the whole plan. The
No,
whole time.
like if we can do this without fighting this dude, I am more than happy to not fight this dude.
Yeah, well, I don't trust him that he's going to do anything he said he was going to do. Why would he?
I don't either. But
He's a fucking
Honesty
psychopath.
is
So
the
then,
best
what was
policy?
the point of trying to get the Duke? Why does he
There
want
was
the
no
Duke so bad?
point.
Why does he want the Duke so bad?
Because he thinks the Duke's a dragon.
Does he really think the dude who's this fucking smart, who lies about everything, really is? It's like this one
I don't
thing.
think he's that smart. I think he's
This
just
one
used to
thing.
getting his way.
He really thinks this Duke is a dragon.
I mean, either the Duke is a dragon and he gets a dragon, or the Duke's not a dragon and he is able to kill the Duke, and then it'll disrupt all of the power within Great Bay, which will make us weak, which will increase the Holy War and lead to the end of the world. I mean, bringing
We've
them
been
together was
accelerating the end
always
of the
a
world
bad
for a
idea.
long time.
I'm gonna sit down and cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn some incense. I'm gonna cast divination.
Okay.
Ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
To be fair, I don't have a better idea, but like, this just keeps being the same idea with a slight twist to it.
I'm not gonna think of a cryptic rhyme.
You don't have to rhyme.
it also doesn't have
It's
to
in
be
the
cryptic.
spell, you have to rhyme. And it has to be an iambic pentameter.
Everything you just said sounds like gibberish. What?
Iambic pentameter.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
To be fair, I was eating chocolate when I said
Yeah.
it, which probably didn't help.
Are you casting this as a ritual or casting a spell?
Ritual.
Okay.
You just sit down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just like, we're like talking in this meadow or some shit. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, plop.
So I have to ask,
That's
because
classic.
the component of the spell says incense and a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion.
My religion is math, I guess. I don't fucking know. My religion is
Okay.
magic.
Sure, I'll allow it.
I'd say that's a.
Sure.
It's what
Okay.
you believe in, for sure.
Yeah. I'm just, hey, poking.
Spoken.
Good poke. I will take 25 gold worth of incense, and I will
Got poke.
take the incense, and I will take the offering, 25 gold worth of spell slots stuff, like spell scroll stuff,
Okay.
and I will burn it. And goodness sakes, see, this is a me thing though. Like I don't know how to ask the question.
It doesn't have to be a you thing. Any question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity.
Yeah, but I just don't know how to ask. Does anybody have any ideas? Like, how do I ask this? Like, is this not necessarily is it a good idea? Because that's not really what I want to ask. I want to ask, will Larkin show up with the Viscount's daughter? Like that sort of thing. How should I ask? Is that how? You know. Because it's just asking a single question concerning a specific goal. We want
I
to
mean,
get the Viscount's daughter. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
If
right?
we ask him to bring her on this date, like be very specific too, because it could be construed as like,
Okay.
yeah, he'll bring her one day. And
I will ask
In the
about
future.
a specific date, you know, If we're
Genie
able to get there in
rules.
a matter of hours, I'm going to ask him in 2 days. If in 2 days, will Larkin bring the Viscount's daughter to that location when we're there in 2 days?
The location is wrong,
The location is wrong. Ooh.
but in 2 days, you can meet the man. With the girl.
Location is wrong.
With the girl.
But in 2 days, we can meet the man with the girl.
Meet the man and the girl?
With the girl. Location.
I
is
don't
wrong.
have to specify, and I am
No, you
intentionally
don't.
not.
You don't.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing it out.
The location is wrong.
I guess he never said he was going to agree to whatever location we picked.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, that's a spell slot.
No, it's not. You cast it as a ritual.
Oh.
Yeah, we can make our decision whether we, take him out or run away based on who he brings with. If he's got a small enough force and we think we can take him, then we take him. Otherwise, we get out of there.
Sure. That sounds fine with me.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's not risky. It's absolutely risky, but
It would have been nice to have this information with the council. There's a lot more that can come of that with significant investment.
Just don't really want to go to Commonwealth. Feel that'd be bad for at least 2 of
so
us.
how close are you to this council? Like how much do you?
I advise on their board and they advise on mine.
Hey, you know what you should do while you're
Specifically,
here? You should go
each one.
talk to the Viscount.
He's here. Nerali's here. I've been sorry. Me as a person, not doing two people right now very well. But Nerali is here,
Gotcha.
as well as
Like the
DePont.
guy who's like super tired and he's kind of upset that you're just hiding in your tower.
They're slow to act, but at least they get the job done efficiently.
The council is.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to go through each of the council members and just give a quick summary of what you think about them.
Oh, wow.
Quick summary. Something I can put in a list form on a piece of paper.
Just like some clip notes.
If you were like, man, which
So
one of them is
I
evil?
was rolling an insight check just now. What are you trying to get at?
I'm trying to fish for is the relationship between him and the council like they're buddy and they like each other, or is it more of like we have to work together but I hate these fucking nerds and their stupid wizard bullshit.
Okay.
My guy.
He did have the full read on you because it was rolled very, very well. It was 20 plus stuff. He lets you know that he says, ideally, Batley and I don't work with them. They work for us. They have been stripping away the power from the people who are put into power. It bothers me, but I see the value. And frankly, they haven't stepped out of bounds yet, so I have no reason to distrust any of them.
Do you know much about their research and their wizardly activities?
I actively try to avoid their research and their activities. Frankly, the amount of money that they spend in the city is so exorbitant that it makes me mad just thinking about it. So I try to actively not.
So if there was extraplanar kidnapping, things of that nature, you probably wouldn't know about it.
Specific. Over there,
I-
Elysian coughs.
I wouldn't know about it.
Maybe we
I
can just
don't-
go to Commonwealth and we just lay low.
It sounds like that's a question for Argus and his ethical chair.
What about, you should ask about, Medvec. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
There was that new guy. What was his name? Something Fox.
Sure.
He was not he was something about planar magic was his specialty. That wasn't like a thing before.
It wasn't. I think it's the city can only get so tall, and so right now there's significant investment with displacing people into a place that is more habitable and easier, rather than continuing to try to build up.
I'm sure that'll end well.
What?
I'm sure that'll end well.
There'll be no nefarious.
I'm sure no one will go there who doesn't want to.
Yeah.
It'll be a totally normal, okay situation.
The vibes will be immaculate.
Let's just say we have our doubts about some of those activities based on being in other planes.
And also him actively threatening us.
Yeah, that too.
Actively. I feel the letter in my breast pocket. Like, yeah, that's pretty active.
I will bring this to the ethics chair and see what they say.
But yeah, if you could leave our names and sources out of it, just
Well,
to be
if it's
like,
all the same, I don't know your names yet. I suppose if you'd like, we can keep it that way.
I mean, I guess Medvec already knows who we are and is actively sending people after us, so there's that. Or at least he was. I don't know if he's going to send more, but.
Okay.
So I guess it wouldn't hurt to. It wouldn't tip off Medvec any that we are who we are. Just for Argus to do his own independent review of the situation and look into things that Medvec is doing in other planes and taking creatures and portions of the plane itself elsewhere that may or may not be ethical.
Cool. He and Demir have been working fairly closely. I will speak with Argus and see if there's something to be said there. Argus is respected by them.
But yeah, that's essentially why we can't go to Commonwealth. That whole thing.
So, we're meeting him northeast of Bilge Trap then.
Yes, along the coast. I think that's the best place. The next step, I guess, for us would be to set the time and send the message to him to get him to come there and confirm it.
Let's go then, and he gets back on his horse.
Do you want to send the message and tell him?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna send the message. We're gonna make sure he confirms before we go anywhere. But you probably won't be needing your horse.
Okay.
You're gonna fly there.
Where am I telling them we're going?
Northeast of Bilge Trap, along the coast.
But my divination said that was the wrong place.
I mean, did it say what the right place was?
No.
Then we specify that place, and I'm assuming that means he's going to tell us, no, let's meet here instead. And then we can counter back.
It's a very smart move, the Took. Jesus Christ. Yeah, cool. Message. Or, you know what I mean.
This plan won't work.
Sending.
And we're just gonna go with it anyways.
Felix, you got any?
Well, doesn't
in the
the
barrel
thing work on the events as they are? So if we change the plan, then the divination completely changes and is no longer applicable.
Has the plan changed?
No.
If you change the location of where you told him to meet you, you would have changed the plan.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna message.
As stupid as that is, you can't ask for the result. Or think of the plan, ask for the result, be like, I don't like that result, and change the plan now, because then everything else changes. Because it says
information, she might.
Creature with you are familiar.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think I'm familiar with the girl.
I just a thought.
it does. The spell doesn't take into account
You
any
saw her
possible
once.
circumstances that
I
might
would
change
think-
the
I would
outcome,
guess- I guess
Yeah.
I would
such as
know.
casting additional spells
Yeah.
or gaining or losing a companion. So hilariously, if you asked this same question yesterday, you would have gained or lost a companion, and it could have changed the result.
Okay. I'm gonna message. I just blanked on his name.
Larkin.
Lord. Almost said like Tybalt or something fucking weird. Message Larkin and say, can you meet? Oh Lord, what?
The northeast of Bilge Trap, along the coast.
Smuggling route. Something in the bay. What would we call that? A bay? Inlet. Call it inlet. Sure. In the northeast corner.
Maybe just across the water from the Cursus Imperium.
Just across the water from the Cursus Imperium.
South of
South
Watch.
of Border Watch. Off the right where the peninsula starts. What would you call that peninsula? Peninsula?
Yeah.
That's the message.
I have one more word.
Peace.
Bitch.
Bitch!
Peace.
Too bad you don't have 2 words.
I know, I could say something like bring girl,
Bring dragon.
bring dragon.
Don't
Oh
bring dragon.
yeah, dude! Damn it! I will burn slots for this. All right, that's my message.
Okay.
One out of 2.
He replies back. No, I don't want to go to the Christmas Imperium yet. Can we meet in Enderdrag? There's not much there anymore, so pretty open and vacant.
Is in the dragon his territory? What?
Slightly. It's not the farthest in. It's right about. It's right about here.
Nah, dude. Nah. Fuck no. No, we're not. I'm not crossing that fucking border wall.
It's a different location.
Thanks, Stuart. It's obvious.
Hey, that's what
My favorite comeback next read, Velma.
Jinkies.
Somebody dropped my glasses.
I can't see without my glasses.
No, you can't read without your glasses.
Okay.
I technically have
Oh,
1, 2,
I'm very
3,
wrong.
4, 5, 6
So-
sends left.
It's actually.
Yeah, it's like
It's actually quite far back that way. It's actually across Rapture Garden. It's
Dude,
It's just
third
pretty.
map.
It's just pretty far south of Keltheon. No, because my vendor didn't fucking make it. I refunded it.
Aw. Did he stop making maps or something?
I don't know.
That sucks.
So it is.
Baby brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby brain. It's about 125 miles northeast of Bilgetrap.
No. I thought it'd be good because we were right next to
Andidrag-
the border.
Andidrag is. Remember when you were in Lowlands and you fought the two dragons? It's
Yeah.
southeast of there. It's halfway between Dracomenso and, like that mountain range you see on the south, on the far east. That mountain range.
Yeah.
There's a inlet there,
Mm-hmm.
and then northeast of that inlet is the Lowlands where you fought Antrax and Baldane.
Yeah,
What if we
that
meet
is pretty
like?
far in there.
It is.
What if we try and get him to meet on near the Rowan Basin Smuggle Pass? Because that's kind of on the border. It's a smuggling pass. So, but it's near Rowan Basin, or maybe we could try and get it to be Rowan Basin.
Rowan Basin's a big military town too.
Yeah, and then we could just tell him like, just come incognito, meet you outside of town. Or should I just message the girl and be like, "Yo, where you at?
Girl.
New phone, who dis?"
Yo, what's good? Where
Girl,
you
where
at?
you
So you're not necessarily familiar with her. You saw her in a scrying spell.
And I saw her get picked up.
So I don't know if that's
Farmadin,
good
did she
enough.
give you a memento or a handkerchief of some kind? Got a lock of hair and a locket?
That's scrying. I don't need a lock of hair for
Oh, you're
sending.
right.
Can I
Wrong
just-
spell.
You could
Explain
scry
who
on
she
her
is?
to see if she's coming with.
I could
Like,
scry on
after
her.
we tell him after we agree on a meeting spot.
Yeah.
You can
That's
scry
called
on her to
scry spell.
see if he brought her or if she's
That's
still
scry
chilling
on
in some
that
room.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if you're a creep, this kind of world would be awful for other people.
What?
Could you scry on
Oh.
people and just fucking...
Yeah. Yeah.
Horrible.
I suppose. It's not like everybody can scry all the time.
Right?
It's kind of an involved process.
guess.
It's like you do have to be a fairly high level caster.
So do we
It's like
know-
there's a lot of work that you put into
Do
being
we
a
know
creep.
anything about the Rapture
I
Garden?
mean,
No.
I'll
You
ask-
sure
What's
don't.
He just messaged back and said, "How about we
Yeah,
meet
you sure don't.
whatever the
I don't
fuck
know, it's on
In
this
an-
little-
in Andidrag."
Andidrag.
Map.
Now, if you recall,
The
Andidrag was the
Rapture
city that
Garden.
was raised by the dragon that Kuri
The
saw.
shitty map.
Yeah.
Who saw?
The one that-
Kuri?
it's actually
Kuri,
more
got
like this.
Andidrag is the city that was raised by the amethyst dragons. Whatever I said.
Yeah. Obviously, we're not
Oh.
doing that.
Let's meet him in Tawnscape.
Epic. Now that would be a meme. That would be a
Does
fucking meme.
Dawnscape belong to any of the
Give me that
nations?
fucking map.
No, it doesn't.
That's about as neutral as it gets.
Give me the fucking map.
Yo,
Map me
you want to
daddy.
meet a Dawnscape? Bro, that's actually hard as fuck.
Yeah.
You want to go to where there's a dragon?
Absolutely not.
Yes.
It was for the
No,
jokes.
that's
Is the
epic
dragon
meme.
still in Dawnscape? I thought
They
you
were-
had moved on
what
by
were you
now.
thinking making a joke like that? That's your own fault.
You know what? You're right.
We get the dragon
We are
to leave
absolutely
Dawnscape.
going
The Rowan
there.
Basin is also 25 miles from 2 giga dragons at the top of a mountain and 1 baby dragon at the bottom of the mountain. So there's
And the one at Tawnscape, that's 4 dragons right there.
sure is. Let's meet him up there. You want to meet at the top of the Crystalline Pass, bitch?
Oh shit!
Just got real.
At some point, I did legitimately think Crystalline Pass, and then I realized
It's
that
a horrible choice.
quite literally the worst suggestion I could think of.
Yeah, I made you said it because I'm surprised no one else did. Because it's a bad idea.
It is
That sounds mean.
the singular worst idea that you could come up with.
It's so on point, though. Like,
No!
it's so on point.
There's very few locations that are really. I think generally the worst location to be is probably Cyroth.
Yeah.
If you're thinking that he can control Ignisar,
Yeah.
and also the dragon that runs the shop.
Zyconus
Like,
and then the
I-
dragon.
I don't know.
Zyconus left, and you don't know if
Yeah.
he's back.
He was the blue lightning dragon that was in the area around Cyroth. So like he's still
So-
close
so-
enough by that if he can control them. and has any sort of distance on it.
Oh no, still the Crystalline Pass has 2 ancient dragons, and that's
In Bill's trap.
2 more ancient dragons than we wanted to have.
What if we just go across the pond from our original location and be like, all right, you don't have to come into Great Bay. You just come like to the edge of the water. Like we'll meet on the coast on your side.
Like right there?
Let's not do a
Just-
water-based meeting.
Just the exact opposite side of the peninsula that we
Yeah.
were talking about. So on this
Yeah,
map,
so like right there.
just right
Yeah.
right by the letter
yeah,
R.
Right where the R is. You know what? Yeah, why not? Like, fuck.
Can the sending spell have visual aids?
Wish.
Is there a mail service?
And if he insists
I've got
on
one.
being
Wouldn't be there.
then,
He does have one. It'll be there when it gets there, but there is a mailing service that is reliable.
Oh yeah, have you seen this guy?
I'm headed that way.
I'm headed that way. You know, like the meme about the United States Postal Service with that? Like, if you sent a letter from one side of the nation to the other, it would take 7 people to get to the person. It's like an average of 7, because the one person's like, oh, I know somebody on the East Coast. Okay, travel to the East Coast, give it to them. Oh, I know somebody in New York, and then county, city. I know somebody who lives over there, and then finally find somebody. Yeah, I know them. It takes 7 people. Cool. Ooh. Ah. Great fun. fact.
Mail is frankly a miracle.
Yeah. Sorry, right before this session, I went and dropped off a guy's passport in his house because it was delivered to my house.
Oh,
That's insane.
that's
That is a crazy wrong address.
Okay, 113, 112.
I know, but I mean, fuck, that is.
that's
How
not
did
something
you fucking?
That's a pretty
you just
important
take-
document
He's like, well, I
to,
can leave the country now.
I don't know, the dude's name was like really African, like tribal African, and my name is, Jacob. Like,
I'm
like-
from South Africa.
You mean your name is not about to be African?
Hello, man.
No,
Well, that really
my
sound
name
like.
was not whatever that was, 25 letters long with hardly any vowels. Nope, not
Could be
me.
Afrikaans. From South Africa. Honestly, yeah.
So did you?
There are a
In
lot.
South
Of,
Africa?
there are a lot of French people in
you
Africa.
just put it in
German.
your mailbox? Like, what'd you
Oh,
do?
no, I knocked
That's
on
why
the
there
door.
was so much
I knocked on the door.
horrible
He
racism
opened
and
his
apartheid
window
there.
in the corner
French
and said,
African.
"Who are you?" I'm like, "I found your mail in my mailbox." And then I hear like 6 locks slide on the door. Like, seriously, like the cartoon's like shoot, 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 opens the door. I'm like, dang.
Does he really need this passport?
His block don't.
I'm
jam.
not asking him questions because the windows were also all boarded up. Like, I'm just,
This
here's
is
your
for me to leave.
passport. I'm leaving. Sure, man.
If I don't know the people,
Anyway.
I'll put return to sender and put it back.
Sending.
In the
Yeah.
mailbox. Fuck that.
I'm not
I
doing
didn't,
that.
but see, I didn't trust it to go back through the system and get to
Fuck
him. And it's a
that.
passport,
Yeah.
and he lived a block away. So whatever. I'm gonna send again.
So you're opening this other dude's
Uh,
mail? It's a federal crime.
I didn't open it. Negative Ghost Rider. How about right across?
I'm sorry.
Ghost
I
Rider's
wasn't
2
ready
words.
Emotionally.
Ghost Rider's 2 words.
It is
Ghost
2
Rider.
words. Sorry, there we go.
Ghost Rider's not 1 word.
Besides, he's more of a dragon rider.
You just let me roleplay?
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's in my notes.
I know it is. What did I say?
Where is it?
They're right there. Let
Yeah,
me
let me
roleplay.
roleplay,
Fuck. All right. Right across.
I take good notes.
The inlet on your side of the border watch. So that's 15.
In 2 days.
In 2 days.
Bring the girl.
Yeah. Bring the girl. Should I just tell him the Duke isn't a dragon? Duke's not a fucking dragon, man.
Say we will bring Duke.
But will we?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Isn't that a plan?
We will bring Duke. 5 words. Hmm. 5 words. Bring yes. Oh yeah.
You want the dragon?
Bring what's his name?
Of course I want it.
Mergizo.
Mergizo. Bring Mergizo.
I'm a little easy.
Okay.
But I'm asking you want him to have more firepower when you meet.
Okay,
him.
honestly,
It's like,
we-
why
dude,
are you
no, hold
telling
on,
him
hold
to
on,
bring
hold on, hold the
Mergizo?
fuck on. We
I was
dumped
like-
that dragon in like 2 hits. Fuck. No, we just knock him out real quick, heal him.
Four dragons.
I
have
could
as many
face that dragon.
Concussions assigned.
Bring Mergizo. He's really cute.
Okay.
Can persuade farmer dance like dragons.
That's simply not going to happen.
We'll be in Ended in 3 days. I'll bring her. Or if you want, there's no meat.
What about the potatoes?
And a drag is too far inland on your side of the border. That's not safe for our exchange. This is all caps. It needs to be
there's a period
neutral for everyone's safety. God, I wish this spell was longer.
Upcast to get more words.
House rule. Can I upcast to get more words? Can
One
level
more-
4 spell slots
One
be like,
more word per.
No! Like, give me like 10
No,
more words.
one more
What?
word? Yeah.
One more word?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I reject it. I'll use 25 instead of 26 for a 4th level spell slot.
Yeah.
You dumb motherfucker. No.
No. So you get 26. If
That's
you can't,
stupid as shit. I'll use 25 just to spite
just know
it.
that you've got one floating, and they can reply with 26.
Touche.
They're going to use the 26th word.
Great.
The 26th word is going to be bitches.
It doesn't have to be a neutral place. It can be where I told you it was.
This
And
dude
drag
is
is
not.
quite neutral, given that it is in the dirt.
I look at the fucking map. And I'm like measuring it with my thumb how far it is from safety, from like general help.
Bring the Duke, trade for the girl. We're done here.
Oh, I'm gonna burn another spell slot, guys, to yell at the guy.
Honestly,
Yell at the guy.
honestly, I say we go.
Nobody says that's stupid. Explain. Duke, do you want to go to and drag?
I don't particularly want to go any of these places. So
Right here.
That's where he wants to meet and a
He
dragon.
wants to meet an and drag.
I'm still quite confused as to this plan. So are we?
Yeah, me
I
too.
suppose it doesn't matter where we meet him if the plan is to kill the man. It doesn't
I
quite
don't-
matter.
It's like, I don't think the plan is to...
not
that's the
plan A.
backup plan.
Okay, so the
But
original
I
plan.
think that
The
we
original
don't
plan.
straight
The
up-
original plan-
plan.
The original
I think
plan,
we
I
straight
suppose,
up
is we
can
show
go
up.
out.
I'm
I
not a
think
dragon. We
would
leave
work.
with the girl. That's
Yes,
the plan.
that's the plan.
Then it doesn't matter where we go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
let's just go to Andrag.
I think
That'd be
he's
fine.
okay. No fucking way he brings the girl.
Bet
I'm
you
just-
50
yeah.
gold, it's fine.
Bet you 50 gold. If I'm on the ground dying, I want that gold.
I will chuck that gold mid-fight.
I shake your fucking hand. And yeah.
But like
50 gold, done, we're
let's be
going.
clear, the plan is try to see if Larkin keeps his word, and if he doesn't, kill Larkin. Like that's not a plan.
But if he doesn't keep his word, we're stuck hundreds of miles inland
yeah.
on the wrong side of the wall.
Yeah.
Oh no, and then we fly away and it takes like 30
That
seconds.
takes a minute to get into smoke form.
Well, not if we get there the day before and then we save that.
All right, that's a good plan. So the original plan was to exchange you for the girl, but that was if you were a dragon. And then he said
a
that
dragon.
he said that if you're not a dragon, we just get the girl because she's of no use to him. If you're not a dragon, he wants dragons. That's his thing. He
I
wants
suppose it all
dragons.
checks out.
So
Since you have already told me that he's going to start the war because you blew up a library. So
We blew up a library.
that's what you had told me.
I mean, Atakune.
But not. It wasn't just us. I want it to be clear. It was not just us.
Atakune and like 50 dudes blew up a library.
We were just there.
The point that I'm making, though, is that I suppose it doesn't matter if the plan is shoot from the hip and hope you hit.
And if he doesn't bring the
pretty
girl,
much.
but what if he doesn't bring the girl? Then again, and if he has an
Then we just-
entourage with him, we don't kick his ass.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, I would trust Atkins.
How are we getting there?
Promise before I trust Larkin.
So I can make people fly.
Smoke.
And why wouldn't it? So let's just. I'm gonna make sure we're checking every box here really quick.
God, you asked a lot of
Dragons are
questions.
there.
Yes.
No girl. Transform into flying, and the dragons fly too. So they still eat us?
No.
Oh no, we.
Oh no, we
back.
fly faster.
You fly actually like really fucking fast.
So the fastest dragon I've ever seen, we fly like 5 times faster than it.
Okay. Fine. How many people are we going with?
I can.
Us, you, and a couple of guards and Viscount. Are we taking the Viscount or
No,
no?
it's like I can bring 10 people. We got 7. Choose your next 3.
We want to load the whole thing up, so I'm just making sure I understand my part of the plan. So you guys want to fly in so that we can get there the day prior, so that we can fly out. I don't know how that shit works, and it's fine. My next question though is, if we bring 10 people and you can only take 10 people and she is there, then we have to leave somebody, and
That's true. We should bring 9 people.
That's
No, you can leave me. I'll make it.
no.
Batuk, you will
No.
die.
He'll cross country hike.
You need 8 people.
He can run at 120.
You cannot outrun a dragon.
The girl and the dragon. Can you smoke a dragon?
He's gonna.
Oh.
you're asking him if he can smoke. He's like, yeah, I can.
Oh fuck yeah! I can smoke a dragon.
Can you turn a dragon to mist with the spell?
I
Does it
mean,
say willing?
is he willing?
If he's willing, yeah, we just fucking bring his ass.
10 willing.
We don't have enough.
What do you mean?
We're already having to cut people.
We just bring 8. Fuck it, let's just bring the 7 of us. We'll have an extra. We'll meet a friend along the way.
8 of us.
Oh my god.
Because you need the dude.
The Duke, the
Viscount.
Viscount. The Viscount is not going to not go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Then girl and dragon. That's 10. This plan is airtight.
This plan is shit.
I would rather bring a
Shit
guard
is
than.
for like the last 5 seconds.
Okay, fix it then.
I
Okay.
don't know what to do.
What do you mean?
I don't have more
Hold on.
information.
Where the fuck is the plan about the dragon though? Like, why are we missing the dragon? The dragon is not willing because the dragon is being controlled by him.
Not for long.
What the fuck are you on about?
I think she has a plan. What's your plan?
No, she doesn't.
No, I want
I
to hear
want
her
it.
plan.
Is that your whole plan? You
Yes.
want it?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I.
You have a camel. Why can't I have a dragon?
Dude,
got-
you
she
can
got you
summon.
She
there.
got you
She
there,
got you
dude.
there.
If you can summon your own dragon, you can have a dragon.
I can summon and be an owlbear and a dragon.
No,
I have a dragon.
no. Can you summon it right now? I can summon Bob right now.
Well, once I get the dragon, then I can.
What do you mean? Once you get the dragon, then you can?
Well, then I don't actually have to summon it. It's gonna be next to me the whole time.
Okay, so you cannot summon it at all. You could just summon. You could just tell a dragon to be somewhere if it's already there.
You're not making sense. You're not making sense, Stormden. You're talking in circles.
I
I
think,
think we broke him.
So one time he
jealous.
is making sense.
That's the joke.
So what you're saying is I cannot have a friend.
You can have friends. We're all your friends. You cannot have a dragon.
As a friend.
Oh, you cannot have this dragon in this moment.
This particular one or just A?
Right now, I'm going to say this one.
What if Mergizo wants to go?
Mergizo can't be willing. He is controlled.
What
I
if
think we're
there's a
focusing
moment?
on like all the wrong stuff.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm having a great time.
Oh no, absolutely.
He wasn't the spot.
I just need to wait it out.
John's gaming. He's gaming.
It's really just because my legs were getting.
No, you
tired.
no,
Yeah,
you shut
sure.
up. You locked in, baby.
Because
Boy!
Did smoke?
listen here.
Don't shake the baby.
Because Larkin wasn't there before.
And wasn't being controlled, and it was
Yes,
perfectly
because
fine.
Larkin wasn't there.
And then once Larkin,
Yeah, because Larkin will just disappear. Then he'll go to the middle of nowhere, and then he'll just like walk a mile away without his dragon. Maybe.
maybe.
What if? But
Or-
then we kick
or-
his ass.
What if we kill him?
This is. If we kill him, then we don't need to poof the dragon back. We don't need to poof anybody back.
No. What?
I mean,
If Larkin dies,
If
we
Larkin
can get
dies,
Weasel.
we don't need to poof him.
We can just
We
walk
can
away.
just take him with us. Nobody needs to poof if Larkin dies. Why would we poof if Larkin dies?
No, wait, what?
I mean,
If we kill Larkin,
Yeah, but
why do we
poof?
poof?
Or are we leaving?
We can walk. We have legs.
I don't know about that one.
I know you're standing.
You can fly back on your dragon.
I will. So I can't keep it.
Sure. As long as he's alive.
Which
Success.
is
Right,
not
yes.
for sure.
So here's my thing, right? I have no doubt that we are gonna end up in a fight.
That was
I
not
don't
fight.
think we
What
will.
that fight is gonna look like, I'm not sure. But like, I don't know, man. I just got bad vibes about this whole thing.
It definitely feels like a trap.
I feel like we're no worse off than any of our other plans.
What
Or
other
any of
plans?
or any of our other things where we have fought other dragons.
I feel like this is.
I'd argue we have never had a plan when we fought a dragon.
Yes.
But two
So-
can't find that one time.
So even when we have a bad plan,
It still works.
it's still better than no
I
plan.
think that's not true. Because we almost never have a plan, so
And it always works.
I disagree
It
wholeheartedly.
almost
on that
always
one.
works. Almost always.
We've almost all died multiple times
Almost.
from being unprepared.
Almost.
I can't believe he made you guys honorary finches.
It's an honorary title.
Almost. Are you dead yet?
I almost died.
I almost died.
Do you remember when we fought those two dragons and
we won?
everybody died?
And we won.
I technically.
And we won.
I was prepared for that one. I had a
Duke
plan.
was prepared.
Batuk was prepared. There's no doubt about that.
Did I think of the plan in the exact moment when we went in there? Absolutely.
Then that's not a big plan, dude.
That's still a plan.
Well, technically, it was about 45 seconds before we entered the room when I had the plan.
Still a plan.
I mean, I don't know who we could ask to get any kind of intel on Larkin. Like,
I bet you he's weak against swords.
probably.
But also, we're trying to not fight him.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
Felix, I can't believe I'm saying this, but let's try to be peaceful.
I don't trust that it will remain peaceful with the history this group has had.
I pinky promise I'll be peaceful until the second that I decide that I can't be peaceful anymore.
The minute he steps
I don't need
I'm
you to
not
pinky
peaceful.
promise. I already trust that it's going to be the case.
But I pinky promise.
I mean, you're pinky promising a guarantee. I don't know. I don't know if that's really how that works.
That's what a pinky promise is.
Not really.
You don't understand pinky promises.
Maybe I don't. Goodness gracious. Boy, oh howdy. This is gonna be bad.
This is the best plan we've ever had.
I mean, it's certainly one of the more elaborate plans we've ever had.
It's the best!
But more because we're moving all over the goddamn place.
We move all over the place all the time.
Yeah.
So we're fine.
I don't know if that's the metric I would use, but...
We'll be fine. So otherwise I'll owe Atosh 50 gold, and I really don't want to pay him 50 gold. So we're gonna be fine.
Okay, I see your logic now. You can't lose the bet, so we're gonna be fine.
Yes!
I'm on the same page now. I don't know if that, I don't think that's how that works, but if that helps you, that's great.
I just think we have to do something.
I mean,
get it
I don't
back.
disagree we have to do something. It's a real
I-
shame that the library that could give us information got destroyed.
I just don't think we have any better choices.
Got him.
That's also true. We don't have a better choice.
And I guess it's technically not destroyed. We just can't go back there. Like,
I mean, I would imagine they're probably not going to be open to the public for a little bit.
yeah. The only other thing I could think of would be to ask other people for help to join us there. But they would have to get there quickly and leave quickly, which would mean they'd probably have to be dragons or wizards.
Yeah, which is a bad idea. Obviously. I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't have an alternate idea. I just have a bad feeling about this.
You have a bad feeling about everything.
Yeah, and bad things keep fucking happening.
Well, sometimes they don't.
Oh, okay, sure.
Maybe we're statistically due up for a good thing to happen.
Maybe.
That's an amazing argument.
Maybe. Who's to say? I'm sure that's how it works.
I heard about statistics once.
Yeah, we're just gonna flip the coin enough times that it's gonna come up heads one of these times.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Can't be tails every time.
Well, I mean, I guess we go for it. I wish I could think of someone we could ask for more information other than, because the only person I can think of is, what was his name? Way back. The Just Then guy.
The keeper.
The Keeper! We can pay the Keeper now.
Yeah, I guess we could. True.
Doesn't he
do
just
you wanna
find
know?
people though? Like, what are you paying him to do? I thought that's all he did. I don't remember what else. If
He is a vessel for the god of the past. So literally anything that has ever happened ever, he has access to.
Is there one of those for the future?
like in a knowledge base?
Yes,
Like,
yes, there is. You don't know of a vessel of a person for the future, but there is a god. There's a god of the future, the past, and now. Now is the most powerful god and is the original god.
Yeah,
the
that's
past
what
is the second god, and the future is the third god.
So we asked the conduit for the god of the past, who the conduit for the god of the future is. And then go to that.
He only knows who the conduit of the future was.
Now you're
Yes.
dealing with portals.
The problem with that is the more valuable the information, the more the price of the information costs.
Yeah.
And that is infinitely, like, it. You actually can't ask that question because it is infinitely profitable.
Yeah. And I imagine
Fair.
that any questions we ask regarding the prince of an entire nation is going to be very expensive.
I'm not saying you can't afford some of your questions,
Yeah.
but for that one, it's quite literally unaskable because the amount of gold that he would
Back to the
have you
Future.
pay.
Basically.
Exactly, the amount of gold that he would have you pay is
That'll be infinite
impossible.
money,
Yeah,
please.
it's impossible to put a cap on how much money you would get for knowing the future. It's also not necessarily possible that the vessel would tell you anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have any better ideas.
So it sounds like
Can you
you're
do
going with
that-
this one.
Can you do that thing
I guess.
again and ask if we win?
Yeah, ask can you cast divination again?
If I try and cast it again, I might have an issue. 2 or more times before finishing the next long rest. There's a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading. And that's a secret roll. So we don't know. So no.
You can go for it. Quarter of the time.
I mean, I trust you on that. I don't know how your magic works.
I feel like but I don't want the divination to be the wrong.
Yeah, like I said, I trust you. No pressure. If you think it's the wrong call, you know how your magic works.
You could also go there, because he said meet me there in 3 days. You can also go there, cast a spell while there, and ask about it.
Yeah. We could spy on him too from far away, see if he's lying about stuff.
Yeah,
We could set up
Spend a day doing
everything.
some setup. Yeah, I mean,
But
potentially.
divination changes based on things happen, right?
Yeah,
So
but we could still go there, set up, watch from afar or something, just lay really low, like I'm talking like fireless camping, and see if we can see what's going on, and then when we have the trigger ready, if we need to get out,
Yeah. I mean,
and then sometime between then, I cast divination again, and see what I can, I don't know, glean from it.
mhm.
That's the safest route, I think, with our current plan.
That's fair.
Any
I'm on board.
objections? Are we on board with that?
Let's do it.
Sure.
Ready to go?
And we're gonna go with 9 people.
No
So
dragon.
if there's a room for
We never will need to proof the dragon.
See, and then the time when we need to proof the dragon, I'm gonna really rub it in his face.
But 2 cards.
If you need to
prove
proof the dragon, you can rub it in my face.
If there's no dragon to chase me down, then anything that's left alive I will outrun.
Alright, 9 people, I guess. Who's the 9th?
One of the
Guard.
guards.
Oh.
that poor guy.
That poor guy, you're here to either A, round out the numbers, or you're cannon fodder.
I mean, he's probably a higher level guard than Felix was at the beginning. Like, stat wise.
Maybe. I don't
That's
know.
a face that says,
I'll-
sure.
I'll leave it up to the Duke to
He's
pick
normal
his
normally
best
human
guard.
protecting a very important political figure, so he's probably, I'm
Oh.
not saying he's a level 20 fighter, but he's probably got
Leave it up to the
I
Duke
mean-
to pick his guard.
Because Alton's made it very clear that he's not coming with us.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect Alton to come with us.
He would be a great 9th person. But he's not coming with.
No, he's not going to come with us.
I mean,
we're
nobody.
not going to ask him.
Nobody is coming with us because nobody is nobody.
We're in. Okay. We all call him by his name here. I didn't. No one here knows his history. Or if they do, they're
How?
being
He was
polite
a-
and shutting up about it.
How? He was so famous.
Not around here, he wasn't. He's just, a member of the community.
Okay.
Alright, so when this happens, it's probably going to freak you out a little bit. You're going to become a misty form, and you're going to fly really, really friggin' fast.
Okay.
Just follow us, which will also be a misty cloud.
Okay.
And when it's time to land, you'll just think about not being a misty cloud, and then you'll slowly turn back into your normal self.
You're lucky I didn't get that explanation when we did
Yeah,
it the
me
first
either.
time.
Yeah, no. Basically, it kind of feels like you're trying to poop, and that's how you kind of turn back into a person.
That's forever stuck in my mind now.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, I guess I'm ready. You guys take off to the east, going back the way you came.
Goodness gracious.
Back
Let's
all
go
the way past the lowlands, or past Commonwealth, past Bilge Trap, past the lowlands, past Rapture Garden, all the way to the fallen city of Andidrag. This city is, in fact, just all rubble. It's a lot of ash now. It's all collapsed down into like fine ground powder that some of it was ablaze, some of it was not. It was somewhere larger than Swaywood, but smaller than Dracomenso even in scale. And now the city does not exist anymore.
And a drag, right?
Mm-hmm. It is like east of the Dragon's Sigh, which is the massive ravine, and so I gotta remember that this is north, and it is a very ominous cemetery feeling sight around you. Do you land in the city proper? Do you land outside of the city? Like, where are you going? What are you doing?
I think outside the city, as I kind of do a little twirly gumdrop right around
Do I
outside the city.
see anything in the city?
Do a
Like
little
from
s-
above? Is anything living in it? On the surface, at least.
Do
Not
a
that
little
you can see.
cloud scouting.
Yeah, and do a little pass over the city just
Do
to
a
see
lot
if
of
there's
them.
anything.
A lot of passes.
There's a lot of places that you can hide out in the city. There's less so outside of the city. It is a fairly open field. There is a coast to your east or west. I'm sorry. There's a coast directly to your west. It is a portside city. The port is demolished. There's plenty of places in the city that you would be able to hunker down in and wait for time. But outside of the city, it's pretty much just open field. So the vantage would be places to find cover versus not.
Yeah, I'd probably opt for cover to be where
Cover,
we
sure.
spend our time, but after doing some passes to make sure we don't see anything in the city that's immediately apparent, like monsters moved in and stuff that are just roaming the streets.
Yeah.
Several passes around. I don't need a perception check to affirm that you don't see any movement within the city as of right now.
Okay.
It is still daytime, or no, I'm sorry. It is dusk now because the Duke met you guys at evening in Swaywood, and then the travel time it'd be right around evening or like late evening, early dusk.
Cool. So we find like a good dilapidated building to hunker down in that has a lot of cover, and we just stay there. We don't move.
Okay.
No fires.
Yeah.
No Russians.
Sounds good to me. It is almost peaceful. The only reason that it wouldn't be is just because of the very nature of where you are. Obviously, a lot of people lived here and now they don't. You can hear the waves crashing up off of the seaside, and you can see that this likely was a very, very pretty location, maybe somewhere that people would go for a secondary site on their way through the Cursus Imperium and seeing the sights. And Andidrag comes across a lot like the Gulf of Mexico, Florida, somewhere along the coast, and brings people in for the view, the food. But now it's nothing. And it just makes you a bit sad. But you're here to do a job. You have 2 days before, well, a day and a half before you're expecting Larkin. Would you guys like to take a walk?
Yes. But potentially, could you take a little bit of a watch on Larkin from afar?
That's right.
Yeah. To see what he's up to. Right? So it looks like he's gearing up to leave. Or on the the Viscount's daughter, either one.
Yeah. That's a big.
Viscount's daughter might be safer because I don't know if they know anything happens if they save.
But the thing is, the modifier for Larkin would be better for me because I have a connection to him.
But if Larkin knows, that's a lot worse than if.
So
Larkin doesn't know who's scrying if it fails. It just knows that someone tried to scry.
you have a possession and a likeness, both.
I do have a possession. I like possession because possession is -4.
You don't have a random bit of nail or whatever.
No, I don't have any like hair or body parts or anything. That'd be kind of cool though. Hey man,
Can I
get that hair off your jacket.
Can I have a piece of your nail?
I do have. Okay, so the target must make a wisdom throw. It's modified by how well you know the target. If the target knows you're casting a spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. A successful save, the target isn't affected. It just says isn't affected. It doesn't say they know what happens. It just fails. Bonk. Doo-doo. That's all it does. On a failed save, this spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet. You can see and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The sensor moves with the target remaining within 10 feet. A creature that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb about the size of your fist. So it can see the orb if he fails, but he won't know it's me. It doesn't say anything about...
No, the orb is also invisible.
But if he
That's-
can see invisible things,
Oh,
he
yes.
can see the orb. Like,
Yes.
if he can see into the ethereal plane, he'll be able to see it. But instead of the creature, I could choose a location, but that seems like a waste. Yeah, let's try this out. Scrying. My save is 18, and he gets a
Against-
-4.
Against you have to see him, don't you?
I don't. I just
For-
see and
for
hear.
important? Oh, you're
I'm not important.
sorry.
He gets a -4 because of scrying, because I have a possession.
No, she would get a -4. You have possession from her. You don't have his possession.
Oh, but I think she. But I know him. I'm familiar with him.
Yes.
Well, that's a -5. Nope. It wouldn't be familiar. I know the target well. It would have to be I have met the target. So that's just +0. That's straight through.
Yeah, you get yes, correct. Your knowledge of the target is a 0. Your connection to the target would be 0 as well.
Yeah.
So you don't have any of the stuff. For her, you haven't met her.
But I don't think
You've heard of her and you've seen her, so I'll give you instead of a +5 it'd be +3. So it'd be a net -4 still.
I don't think I want to scry on her because I don't know. I feel like spying on Larkin would be better. Because if Larkin's talking to her, I'll be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
I think that scrying on her, though, I think that she is less equipped to fight off scrying.
True, but what knowledge could I gain from scrying on her?
Where she is. If
I can't see where she is.
You see the surrounding.
I see how I imagine scrying.
It's like a spotlight.
Yeah, or it's like in my mind, it's like a green screen. I only see them and nothing else.
No,
around
you
them.
see, so it's more like if
Unless
the
they interact
lights were
with
black. If the lights were black and the spotlight shines on a character and on
Yeah.
a stage, that's more like it. So it's you can loosely see the room that they're in. There are loose surroundings, but you're not gonna be able to be like,
But if they interact.
oh,
with
over
something,
there in the
it's-
distance, there's the mountain pass. You won't see the mountain, right? But you'll see if they're on a trail and traveling or whatever.
So you'll be able to tell if she's on the move or if she's still sitting in that same room that she was in last time. That'd be about all you'd be able to get from her, probably.
But knowing if she's preparing to leave or has left would be beneficial.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can always try both. Oh, we only have one. Okay.
It's a 5th level spell slot. I'm gonna try her.
Okay. She does fail. You are taken by your magic. it gives that effect where you're traveling very, very fast and like all the stuff is whizzing past you until it stops and you're centered on this girl once again. Or no, you didn't scry on her last time. You scried on him last time. And you see there's something that is on her wrists that is holding them together. It's not shackles. It's more like a rod that connects the two manacles. She's walking somewhere. She's not in the previous abode that she was in before. And you see her being put into, well, getting into, I should say, some sort of carriage or buggy. And for the duration of the trip, you hear the occasional, like, it sounds like they're going through gates. It sounds like the questions being asked of the people that are driving the cart are essentially like, you know, where are you heading? And the person says, none of your concern. I'm with the Emperor. Stand aside, things like that. And there's not any stopping this cart. It is rolling. She is moving. You just get the bouncing of the cart for overland travel for an hour.
I get a level 3 spell slot back. Let's go.
I'm gonna be 50 gold richer.
Okay, me has already forgot. What was our bet?
That shit doesn't go south.
That shit doesn't go
That
south.
everything's gonna be
So
fine.
you think shit's gonna be fine?
I think shit's gonna be fine.
Okay. Dude, this is in the bag for me. Okay.
Yep.
What is, at the end of the day,
insane.
I'm going to talk to Farmer Dan. At the end of the day, when you get the ability to use the mist bead back,
Yeah?
what's stopping us from just waiting till she's in line of sight and going poof and she's gone, we dip,
Counterspell.
but they can't see it and you're too far away.
And they have access
There's
to
a
anti-magic
very
stuff.
short range on it. It's like 30 feet.
And if they have
I
a
can't be
giant
outside the range of
anti-magic
counterspell.
crystal, what's to say they don't have other magic dampening?
Fair enough.
Also, she doesn't know what the fuck's going on. She's not willing.
Hasn't come up yet either. Just because you're a cloud doesn't mean you can't be attacked.
That is true. You have resistance to damage from non-magical weapons.
Okay. I'm just putting it out there. Like, if we're able to separate
Yeah.
them, like, oh no, poof, we're clouds.
Yeah, it's like,
If it's
That's-
doable, I think it's a good
yeah, it's like
idea.
if I see an opportunity to get her out of there, I'm getting her out of there. But I think everything's gonna be fine.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be 50 gold richer.
I end the scrying and now I must rest.
Okay.
I'd like to get those.
How many watches are you doing?
Like me or the group.
Yeah.
I'll be up for 2 hours.
I'll be up for however long I need to be, I guess.
So you're doing 2-2-2-2.
2-2-2-2.
Sure. Okay. Can somebody roll? Can somebody roll a d4 for me?
A D. Oh, go for it.
3.
I want to do the same watch as Zadius.
Are
Or
you
Lycian.
doing a watch?
Buddy!
Are you doing a watch?
Yeah.
Welcome, buddies.
Surprisingly.
Watch buddies. Let's go.
Okay. There's a 3.
Does somebody want to? Is somebody who has not negative perception want to do a watch with me?
I mean, I have great
I'll do it.
perception, but I also am human.
I'll do it.
All right, cool. We're on watch together.
You two. You two.
And 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take last.
Okay. What's the order of the watches? 2, 2, 1, 1.
I'm going first. You two?
Sure.
We'll go next, buds.
I
Yeah.
have dark vision, so that probably helps go later.
Yeah.
Who's going 3
I
and
am
who's going 4?
here for it as like a cannon.
I'll go 4.
You point,
I'll
I'll
do 3.
shoot.
Okay.
cut loose both barrels on the shotgun.
So
I'm not even
I
gonna
had
ask,
you
it's
roll,
just gonna be
and then
like,
I
yeah,
rolled to
that
see
way,
if it would actually happen. You rolled to see which watch it would happen on. On your watch, something will happen. However, it will be a combated kiss. So I'm gonna a combated kiss. We're gonna fight.
Oh, I thought you said a
Or a
combat
scrap.
kiss. I'm like, explain that.
I can go for a
Um,
scrap.
However, it is already getting late, and I don't want to start this before. So
Okay.
I will leave it as you guys are getting you guys are in the process of a long rest. Your spell slots are not back for your spell slots aren't back. Your beat isn't back, so on and so
Yeah.
forth, till you finish the rest. We'll pick up in the ruined city of Endedrag next week.
Shit's gonna be fine, gang. Y'all keep thinking that everything's gonna go wrong. It's only gonna go wrong if you believe that it will go wrong. Positive vibes.
Positive vibe.
I'm just, looking at the record.
And the scoreboard says that we're due for something to go our
The
way.
scoreboard says that
Everything's
we're
looking up Dan.
Doomed.